Ever since I was a child, I hated eating broccoli. Whenever my mom turned her back, I'd throw the broccoli out the window. "Mom, I'm done," I'd say. Seeing my empty plate, she would praise me and reward me with ice cream. That day, I developed a habit of lying. Once I skipped school to go to the movies. After the movie, I strolled around the mall before heading home. "Lynn, how was school today?" "It went smoothly. I learned a lot." "Really? A friend of mine saw you at the mall today. It must have been a mistake." Mom glared at me and showed me a photo her friend had sent. My eyes widened in shock. Last time, I lied about needing money for class fees. Today she went to the school and found out there was no such thing. "You just wanted money to spend, didn't you? I'm so disappointed in you. From now on, I won't believe anything you say." One day there was a math test at school. I hadn't studied at all, so I planned to fake being sick. I painted spots on my face with lipstick and heated the thermometer with a hairdryer before putting it in my mouth. "Mom, I don't feel well. My stomach hurts." It must be that plate of broccoli. Even though my acting was worthy of an Oscar, Mom saw right through it and sent me to school anyway. I've never heard of broccoli causing a fever. My plan failed and I had to go to school. When I got to class, I found a new transfer student sitting in my seat. I told her to move, but she ignored me. "Did you buy this desk with your own money? If not, go sit somewhere else." Not wanting to cause trouble, I didn't argue with her. Soon, I noticed she was rude to everyone. After angering everyone, she just picked up her backpack and left. On the day of the test, as expected, I failed miserably. I decided to take out my frustration on the new girl. I scribbled nonsense on the classroom door and then threw her locker key on the floor. The teacher quickly found her. "Did you do this? Someone must be framing me. Why can't you just admit it? It must have been you. You'll regret this." From that day on, my relationship with Mika deteriorated rapidly. Not long after, my mom brought home a handsome man named Aji, who she said would be living with us. She even planned to marry him. I was shocked. Mom had always been wary of men, so something felt off. When I found out they were planning to marry in just a week, I couldn't hold back anymore. "Mom, you've only been dating for a few days. You don't even know him. Why should I believe a liar like you? Stop trying to ruin my engagement." At the same time, Aji was trying hard to prove he would be a good stepfather. Whenever Mom and I argued, he would always take my side and even gave me special treatment. But my instincts told me not to trust him. One day, I planned to go to an amusement park with my friends and wanted to ask Mom for some pocket money. She thought I was lying again and got so angry she nearly hit the wall. While I was at a loss, Aji came over and handed me some cash. "Your mom's too strict. Go have fun with your friends. It'll be our secret." "Thanks, but don't expect me to call you Dad. We had a great time at the amusement park." But when I got home, Mom was waving a photo at me. "What did you do last night? You didn't come home." I was confused since I had gone to bed early. Aji backed me up. "Don't lie to me. Someone sent me a photo of you at a party last night." I was stunned. The bag in the photo was mine, but the body and clothes weren't. Had I been sleepwalking? I had never seen Mom so angry, so I tried not to upset her any further. A few days later, someone trampled on Mom's rose garden. She immediately accused me and even found one of my earrings among the flowers. "It wasn't me. I don't know how it got there." "You think I'll believe you anymore?" Things had gotten so strange that I knew I had to investigate. The next day, Mom received more photos of me hanging out with some troublemakers and she exploded in anger. "These photos are fake. I've had enough of your lies. I'm sending you to boarding school." With that, she stormed off. I clenched my fists in frustration. Since Aji moved in, Mom had changed a lot, becoming very harsh. We were no longer as close as we used to be. I started to regret all my lies and wondered who was targeting me with these fake photos. Then, I suddenly thought of Mika. We had bad blood between us, so I found out where she lived. I was surprised to see she lived in such a rundown neighborhood. When I found her, she was warming herself by a metal barrel. "Lynn," she greeted me. I angrily showed her the photos, expecting her to deny everything. Instead, she started crying. "Please leave me alone. My life is already miserable. Some jerk scammed all my mom's money and now we're homeless." I was shocked. I didn't expect she had gone through so much, which explained her bad temper. I suddenly felt sorry for her. My life had been a mess lately too. Someone's trying to make my mom hate me and is planning to marry a man she just met. I then showed Mika the photos and her face went pale. It's her. She pretended to want to marry my mom and then scammed all her money. I was stunned and felt a chill down my spine. My mom might be the next victim. I had to stop her. After Dad left, it took us so long to get back on our feet. I said goodbye to Mika and rushed home. Unfortunately, Mom didn't believe my explanation and told me to pack my things for boarding school. That's Aji's scheme. He's the one who suggested you send me away, isn't he? Why are you so blinded by love? My words only made Mom angrier. The next day, despite my protests, she sent me to boarding school. I didn't resent Mom because I knew it was my own fault for lying to her in the first place. What made me sad was that I couldn't save her from Aji. I sat helplessly on the bench, tears streaming down my face. Suddenly, a guy sat next to me. "Are you okay? You look familiar." He introduced himself as Aj, a guy with bright eyes. I told him about how Aji had framed me with fake photos. "No wonder you look familiar. I'm really good at photo editing. A guy hired me a few days ago to edit some photos. I had no idea they'd ruin your life. Don't worry, I'll help you." Just then, I got a call from Mika, who was determined to get revenge on Aji. Now I had two allies. We were going to make sure Aji got what he deserved. Aji quickly came up with a plan. He edited a bunch of photos showing Aji with different women and then left them at my house. Unfortunately, Aji found them first and became very paranoid. He started suspecting that I was behind it. He told my mom that I had run away from boarding school and took her to find me. But I played innocent, and the teacher confirmed I hadn't left the school. Aji was stunned. From that day on, there was tension between them. The plan was going smoothly. Aji even made a fake news report about Mika and her mom being scammed, which we left at my house. When Aji saw the news, he was terrified and confessed everything to my mom. She was shocked, recorded everything, and called the police. In the end, Aji got what he deserved. "It's all my fault. I should have believed you." Mom hugged me tightly. I told her about how my friends and I exposed Aji. "I'm sorry, Mom. I used to lie all the time, like when I threw the broccoli out the window. But I'm different now, and I'll never lie to you again." We made up and our relationship was as strong as ever. We promised never to lie to each other again.